Ladies and gentlemen, there comes a time in life when you stop blaming the world, stop pointing fingers, and realize it's on you, your life, your responsibility. Nobody is coming to save you because the hero you've been waiting for is already in the mirror. Dreaming big is the starting point of all great achievements. It's where ambition is born, where the fire inside you first gets lit. But dreaming alone isn't enough. Too many people get stuck in the fantasy, imagining a better life, picturing success, but never putting in the work to make it real. The truth is, dreams are cheap. Everyone has them. What separates the dreamers from the doers is the willingness to work bigger than the dream itself. When you have a big dream, it demands big actions. It's not enough to wish for something, to say, one day I'll get there. That one day never comes unless you wake up and make today the day. Dreams don't move unless you move. They don't grow unless you grow. And they don't come true unless you show up day in and day out ready to fight for them. You have to ask yourself, how bad do I want it? Because wanting isn't passive, it's active. It's waking up earlier than you'd like and staying up later than you'd planned. It's choosing sacrifice over comfort, persistence over excuses, and action over procrastination. The world doesn't reward the person who wants it the most, it rewards the person who works the hardest for it. But let me tell you something about hard work. It's not glamorous. It's not pretty. It's gritty, messy, and often thankless. You're going to put in hours, days, maybe even years before anyone notices, before anyone claps for you. That's the price of admission for success. And the bigger your dream, the higher the price. People will doubt you. They'll say you're aiming too high, that you're wasting your time. They'll remind you of all the people who tried and failed. Let them talk. Your job isn't to convince them, it's to prove them wrong. Because while they're busy doubting, you'll be busy building. You'll be busy putting in the work that turns your dream from an idea into a reality. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. You don't have to get everything right on the first try. You just have to start. Take one step, then another, and then another. Over time, those small steps add up to something extraordinary. Momentum is your best friend in this journey. Once you start moving, keep moving. Don't stop because it gets hard. Don't stop because it takes longer than you expected. Keep going and you'll be amazed at how far you can get. Hard work is a habit. It's a muscle you have to train. And just like any muscle, it gets stronger the more you use it. At first, it might feel uncomfortable. You might want to quit. But if you stick with it, something incredible happens. What once felt impossible starts to feel normal. What once felt hard becomes second nature. Dreaming big is also about patience. You can't expect instant results. This isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. You're building something that lasts, something that matters. And anything worth having takes time. But here's the good news. Every day you put in the work, you're getting closer. Every effort you make, every hour you invest is a step toward that dream. Remember, the dream is the vision, but the work is the mission. You can't have one without the other. If your dream doesn't scare you, it's not big enough. And if your work doesn't stretch you, challenge you, and push you beyond your comfort zone, it's not big enough either. So dream big. Let that vision guide you, inspire you, and give you a reason to keep going. But don't stop there. Work bigger than your dream. Put in the time, the sweat, the effort. Because at the end of the day, the size of your dream doesn't matter as much as the size of your hustle. And when your hustle matches your dream, that's when the magic happens. That's when you change your life. Failure is one of the most misunderstood and feared concepts in life. People shy away from it, avoid it, and let the fear of it paralyze them. But the truth is, failure is not the end, it's a necessary step in the process of success. If you've never failed, it simply means you haven't aimed high enough or tried hard enough. To fail is to grow, to learn, and to get one step closer to the life you've envisioned. The key is not to let failure define you, but to let it refine you. Every successful person you admire has a history of failures behind them. They faced rejection, disappointment, and countless moments where giving up seemed easier than pushing forward. But they didn't stop. They didn't let failure have the final word. They understood that failure isn't a dead end, it's a detour that redirects you toward your goals. It's not a sign to quit, but a signal to adjust, adapt, and try again. When you fail, it's not the world telling you that you're not good enough. It's an invitation to dig deeper, to uncover hidden strengths you didn't know you had. Failure exposes your weaknesses, yes, but it also points you toward the areas where you can grow. It's a teacher, and its lessons are priceless. Each time you fail, you gain wisdom and resilience that you couldn't have learned otherwise. Failing forward means taking failure in stride and using it as fuel to keep moving. It's about understanding that setbacks are setups for comebacks. Think about it: every time you fall, you have a choice. You can stay down, wallow in self-pity, and let that failure consume you, or you can get back up, dust yourself off, and move forward stronger than before. The choice is yours, and that choice defines your future. The world might judge you for failing, but it's your response that truly matters. Failure isn't a reflection of your worth, it's a reflection of your willingness to try. Most people don't even get to the point of failing because they're too afraid to take the first step. They stay in their comfort zones, avoiding risks and challenges, and as a result, they never grow. But if you're failing, it means you're out there, putting in the effort, taking chances, and striving for something greater. Failing forward also means being kind to yourself during the process. Don't beat yourself up over your mistakes. Own them, learn from them, and let them shape you into a better version of yourself. Understand that failure is temporary, but the lessons you gain from it can last a lifetime. The more you embrace failure, the less power it has over you. It's important to remember that failure doesn't mean you're starting over from scratch. You're starting over with experience. Every time you try again, you're smarter, more prepared, and more determined. Failure sharpens you. It builds your character and strengthens your resolve. It weeds out the weak and leaves behind only those who are truly committed to their dreams. Some of the most groundbreaking innovations and achievements in history were born out of failure. Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before perfecting the light bulb. J.K. Rowling faced countless rejections before Harry Potter became a global phenomenon. Michael Jordan missed more than 9,000 shots in his career, but he's remembered for the shots he made. These individuals didn't let failure stop them, they used it as a stepping stone to greatness. So don't fear failure, embrace it. Let it challenge you, push you, and mold you into the person you're meant to be. Every time you fail, you're getting closer to success. Failure is proof that you're trying, and trying is what leads to growth. Keep failing forward, and you'll eventually find yourself standing on the summit of success, looking back and realizing that every failure was worth it. Failure isn't the opposite of success, it's part of the journey. Discipline is the foundation of any lasting success. While motivation might spark the fire, it's discipline that keeps it burning. People often rely on motivation, that fleeting feeling of excitement or inspiration to get started. They wait for the perfect moment, the right mood, or a wave of energy to carry them forward. But motivation is unreliable. It comes and goes like the wind. Discipline, on the other hand, is steady, consistent, and dependable. It's what allows you to show up and do the work, even when you don't feel like it. The truth is, if you only act when you're motivated, you'll achieve very little. Motivation might get you out of bed on the first day, but it's discipline that will get you out of bed on the 100th day, the 1,000th day, when the excitement has worn off and the grind begins to feel endless. Discipline is about creating habits and sticking to them no matter how you feel. It's about making a commitment to yourself and honoring it every single day. Discipline doesn't care about your mood. It doesn't wait for inspiration to strike. It's not swayed by excuses or distractions. Discipline is doing what needs to be done because you've decided it's important. It's waking up early to hit the gym, even when it's cold and dark outside. It's working on your goals after a long day, even when all you want to do is relax. It's choosing long-term rewards over short-term comfort. One of the biggest misconceptions about discipline is that it's restrictive, that it takes away your freedom. But the opposite is true. Discipline is liberating. When you're disciplined, you take control of your life. You're no longer at the mercy of your impulses or emotions. You're not swayed by distractions or fleeting desires. Discipline gives you the power to focus on what really matters and ignore everything else. The beauty of discipline is that it builds momentum. At first, it's hard. It takes effort to create new habits and break old ones. But over time, discipline becomes second nature. The more you practice it, the easier it gets. What once felt like a struggle becomes part of your routine. You don't have to think about it, you just do it. That's the power of discipline. It creates consistency, and consistency creates results. Discipline also teaches you resilience. Life is full of challenges and setbacks, and there will be days when everything feels like it's going wrong. On those days, motivation won't save you, but discipline will. Discipline is what gets you back on track after a failure. It's what keeps you moving forward when the road gets tough. It's what helps you persevere even when the odds are stacked against you. Another key aspect of discipline is that it builds self-respect. When you keep the promises you make to yourself, you start to trust yourself more. You prove to yourself that you're capable, dependable, and strong. This self-trust becomes a powerful source of confidence and self-esteem. On the other hand, every time you give in to laziness or excuses, you chip away at that trust. Discipline is about choosing the hard right over the easy wrong. And every time you make that choice, you strengthen your character. Discipline doesn't mean you can't enjoy life or take breaks. It's not about being rigid or joyless. It's about finding balance and prioritizing what's most important. Discipline allows you to work hard and rest well, to focus intensely on your goals, and also take time to recharge. It's not about perfection, it's about persistence. In the end, discipline is what separates those who dream from those who achieve. It's what turns ideas into actions, actions into habits, and habits into success. The most successful people in the world aren't the ones who are always motivated, they're the ones who are disciplined. They show up, do the work, and stay consistent no matter how they feel. Discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It's not easy, but it's worth it. If you can master discipline, there's nothing you can't achieve. Gratitude is one of the most powerful tools you have, yet it's often overlooked. In a world that constantly tells you to chase more, to want more, and to never be satisfied, gratitude is the quiet reminder that you already have more than enough to be thankful for. It's not about settling for less or ignoring your ambitions. It's about appreciating what you have while you work for what you want. Gratitude shifts your perspective, changes your attitude, and ultimately transforms your life. Gratitude is one of the most powerful tools you have, yet it's often overlooked. In a world that constantly tells you to chase more, to want more, and to never be satisfied, gratitude is the quiet reminder that you already have more than enough to be thankful for. It's not about settling for less or ignoring your ambitions. It's about appreciating what you have while you work for what you want. Gratitude shifts your perspective, changes your attitude, and ultimately transforms your life. When you wake up with a sense of gratitude, you start to see the world differently. The things you once took for granted become sources of joy and inspiration. The roof over your head, the food on your table, the people who care about you, all these things become reminders of how blessed you truly are. Gratitude turns ordinary moments into extraordinary ones. It helps you find beauty in the mundane and strength in the struggles. It's a mindset that focuses not on what's missing, but on what's present. Gratitude is not weakness, it's a sign of strength. It takes courage to be grateful in the face of adversity. When life throws challenges your way, it's easy to complain, to feel bitter or resentful. But gratitude challenges you to rise above those emotions and find something to be thankful for, no matter how small. It could be the lesson you learned from a failure, the support of a friend during tough times, or simply the fact that you're still here, still fighting. Gratitude doesn't ignore the hardships, it reframes them. It reminds you that every challenge you face is an opportunity to grow stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Practicing gratitude doesn't mean you deny your struggles or pretend everything is perfect. It means you acknowledge both the good and the bad and choose to focus on the good. Life will never be free of challenges, but gratitude gives you the strength to navigate them with grace and determination. It's a way of saying, this is hard, but I'm still grateful for what I have, and I'll keep moving forward. One of the most incredible things about gratitude is its ability to shift your energy. When you focus on what you're thankful for, you start to feel lighter, more positive, and more optimistic. That energy is contagious. It spreads to the people around you, lifting them up and creating a ripple effect of positivity. Gratitude not only improves your own mood, but also strengthens your relationships. When you express appreciation for the people in your life, it deepens your connections and builds trust. Gratitude also keeps you grounded. In a world that's constantly pushing you to chase the next big thing, it's easy to lose sight of what truly matters. Gratitude pulls you back to the present moment. It reminds you that happiness isn't found in material possessions or external achievements. It's found in appreciating what you already have. It's found in the simple moments, a smile, a kind word, a beautiful sunset. Gratitude teaches you to savor those moments instead of rushing through them. Science even backs up the power of gratitude. Studies have shown that people who practice gratitude regularly experience better mental and physical health. They sleep better, have lower stress levels, and are generally happier. Gratitude rewires your brain, helping you focus on the positives instead of dwelling on the negatives. It's not just a feel-good concept, it's a proven way to improve your overall well-being. The beauty of gratitude is that it doesn't require anything external. You don't need money, status, or success to be grateful. All it takes is a shift in perspective. Start by acknowledging the small blessings in your life. Write them down if you need to. Make it a daily practice to reflect on what you're thankful for. Over time, you'll notice how this simple habit can transform your outlook on life. Gratitude is a choice, and it's one you have to make every single day. It's not always easy, especially when you're going through tough times. But the more you practice it, the more natural it becomes. Gratitude is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets, and as it grows stronger, so does your ability to face life's challenges with courage, grace, and a sense of purpose. In the end, gratitude isn't just about saying thank you, it's about living in a state of appreciation. It's about recognizing the blessings you have, even when life isn't perfect. Because here's the truth, life will never be perfect, but it can always be beautiful if you choose to see it through the lens of gratitude. Surrounding yourself with the right people is one of the most impactful decisions you can make in your journey towards success and fulfillment. The people you spend your time with influence your mindset, your habits, and ultimately your future. While you may not always notice it, the energy, attitudes, and values of those around you seep into your life, shaping how you think and act. That's why it's so important to choose your circle carefully and intentionally. The right people lift you up. They encourage you to dream bigger, work harder, and be better. They see the potential in you, even when you doubt yourself, and they remind you of it when you need it most. These are the people who celebrate your successes without jealousy and support you in your failures without judgment. They don't just clap for you when you win, they're by your side when you struggle, helping you find your way forward. On the other hand, the wrong people can drain your energy and pull you down. They might be negative, critical, or complacent, and their mindset can rub off on you. It's not that they're bad people, but their presence in your life might not align with your goals or values. If you're surrounded by individuals who constantly doubt you, discourage your dreams, or settle for mediocrity, it becomes harder to rise above that environment. The truth is, you can't soar like an eagle if you're surrounded by chickens. The people in your life should challenge you to grow. They should inspire you to step out of your comfort zone and push past your limits. Growth often comes from being around individuals who are ahead of you in some way, whether it's their knowledge, discipline, or achievements. When you surround yourself with people who are striving for greatness, it motivates you to do the same. You start to adopt their habits, their mindset, and their determination. Choosing the right circle doesn't mean cutting people off without reason. It's about being mindful of who adds value to your life and who doesn't. Sometimes this means having difficult conversations or creating distance from relationships that no longer serve you. It's not about being harsh or unkind, it's about protecting your energy and staying aligned with your vision. You have to ask yourself, are the people around me helping me grow, or are they holding me back? Building a strong circle takes time and effort. It requires seeking out individuals who share your values and aspirations. Look for people who are passionate, driven, and positive. These are the individuals who will not only inspire you, but also hold you accountable. They won't let you settle for less than you're capable of, and they'll challenge you to keep striving for more. The power of a good network goes beyond emotional support. It opens doors to opportunities, knowledge, and resources you might not have access to otherwise. Surrounding yourself with the right people creates a synergy where everyone grows together. You share ideas, learn from each other's experiences, and build each other up. Success is rarely a solo journey, and having the right people in your corner can make all the difference. It's also important to remember that relationships are a two-way street. To attract the right people, you need to be the right person. Focus on becoming someone who adds value to others, someone who inspires and uplifts those around you. Be the kind of friend, mentor, or partner you want in your own life. When you invest in yourself, you naturally attract people who resonate with your energy and vision. Surrounding yourself with the right people doesn't mean seeking perfection. It's about finding individuals who are authentic, supportive, and aligned with your values. These are the people who will stand by you, not only when things are easy, but also when life gets tough. They'll remind you of your worth, your goals, and your potential, even on the days when you forget. In the end, your circle is a reflection of who you are and who you're becoming. If you want to change your life, start by changing who you surround yourself with. Seek out people who challenge you, inspire you, and believe in you. And when you find them, nurture those relationships, because the right people don't just help you succeed, they make the journey worthwhile. Taking consistent action is the cornerstone of turning dreams into reality. While ideas and intentions are important, they mean little without the follow-through. Action is where transformation happens. It's where vague hopes become tangible progress. Yet so many people get stuck in the planning phase, waiting for the perfect moment or the perfect plan. They overthink, hesitate, or procrastinate, and in doing so, they rob themselves of the momentum needed to achieve greatness. The truth is, there will never be a perfect time to start. The best time is now, and the most powerful thing you can do is take that first step, however small it may be. Consistency is not glamorous. It's not the big, sweeping gestures that people celebrate. It's the small, repetitive actions you take every single day. It's waking up early to work on your goals, even when you're tired. It's staying focused when distractions are all around you. It's doing the hard things even when no one is watching, even when there's no immediate reward. These small actions, repeated over time, compound into something extraordinary. They are the building blocks of success, and they separate those who achieve their dreams from those who simply wish for them. One of the hardest parts of taking consistent action is overcoming doubt. Doubt creeps in when the results don't come as quickly as you'd hoped. It whispers that maybe you're not good enough, that maybe this isn't worth it. But consistency is about showing up despite the doubt. It's about trusting the process even when you can't yet see the outcome. Every step forward, no matter how small, is progress. And over time, that progress becomes undeniable. Another challenge is the fear of failure. Many people hesitate to take action because they're afraid of making mistakes or falling short. But inaction is the real failure. When you act, you're giving yourself the opportunity to learn, grow, and improve. Mistakes are not the end, they're part of the journey. Each time you stumble, you're gaining valuable experience that will help you navigate future challenges. Consistent action means embracing failure as a stepping stone to success, not a reason to quit. Consistency also requires discipline. It's easy to take action when you're feeling motivated, but what about the days when motivation is nowhere to be found? That's where discipline comes in. Discipline is doing the work even when you don't feel like it. It's sticking to your commitments even when the excitement fades. Consistency is not about being perfect, it's about being persistent. It's about showing up again and again, no matter how you feel. Taking consistent action is not just about working hard, it's about working smart. It's about focusing your efforts on the things that truly matter. Too often, people mistake busyness for productivity. They spend their time on tasks that don't move the needle, thinking that any action is better than none. But true progress comes from deliberate, focused action. It's about identifying your priorities, setting clear goals, and taking the steps that will bring you closer to them. Consistency creates momentum, and momentum is a powerful force. When you take action consistently, you build confidence. You start to see results, even if they're small at first, and those results motivate you to keep going. Momentum makes the process easier over time because each action builds on the one before it. What once felt difficult becomes second nature, and what once seemed impossible starts to feel within reach. In the journey of life, greatness is not a single monumental act, but the result of countless small, deliberate choices. It's about believing in yourself, even when doubt looms, embracing discipline when motivation fades, and practicing gratitude in every moment. Surrounding yourself with the right people and drawing strength from their energy amplifies your potential, while consistent action propels you forward step by step toward your dreams. Life will test you. There will be obstacles, setbacks, and moments of fear, but these are not signs to stop, they are invitations to grow. Every great achievement starts with a decision to move, to act, and to persist, no matter how daunting the road ahead may seem. Remember, success is not about perfection, it's about progress. When you choose to align your mindset with belief, gratitude, discipline, and relentless action, you take control of your destiny. The world may not hand you what you desire, but it will reward your unwavering commitment and effort. Every day is an opportunity to rise, to learn, and to push closer to your purpose. So stand tall, take the first step, and never stop moving forward. Greatness is waiting, go claim it. Change your life. And remember, the best version of you is waiting on the other side of your effort. Now go.